Look at you being all professional.
That's right. Look at me. Woohoo. You're listening to The Great and Secret Knowledge. I am your host, Jeff, and with me once again, it's Jessie Rye. Hello.
Hello. Happy holidays. Happy Gooch Week.
That's the bit between Christmas and New Year.
You know it is.
Hell yeah. So before we get into the meat of today's episode, which is one of the finest films ever made,
Absolutely.
Let's do a brief eulogy for a couple great people. Number one, the director of this film and many others, Rob Reiner, who was tragically killed last month, or earlier this month. Maybe earlier this month.
Earlier this month for another 3 days.
Yeah. In December of 25. Yeah. He made Stand By Me. I rewatched it. It's still good.
Oh, I'm never going to watch that again. It was the first movie to traumatize me as a small child. I was at a party where all the parents were getting drunk and there were much, much older children. I want to say 6.
Wow. Okay.
And there are multiple scenes from that legitimately gave me nightmares for years and still unsettle me. The leeches more than anything.
That's wild. For me, it's the train. For you, it's the leeches.
Oh, well, I grew up in rural Australia and...
Yeah, shit's probably deadlier over there. You probably got like cannibal leeches.
Well, all leeches suck your blood.
Right, but only some carry certain diseases or whatever.
No, I don't think of them as, I think probably, if anything, they're one of the ones that Australian kids shrug off.
Ah.
Especially if they're country kids. It's like, just salt it or burn it off.
Oh, I thought you were going to like do a recipe. Just salt it lightly.
Yeah, much like you would with a slug. Because then it will shrivel up and dehydrate and drop off. Because if you pull it off, then like it continues to bleed.
Ugh, nasty.
The theory I've always said is you just kind of best to let them have their fill and then they'll drop off when they're full. Which is more than I would ever be able to handle.
That's nasty.
Yeah, no, I've had one run-in with a leech in my time and never, like, because of Stand By Me, extremely scarred.
Well, he also did When Harry Met Sally, which was just seminal. Incredible
Absolutely
film.
love. Have you listened to the Dude Cinema episode on that yet?
I haven't.
Yep.
That's exciting.
Right. Yeah, no, they cover... I felt like it was a bit out of scope for them, but they justify it. And also it was a guest.
Certainly.
They had a guest on, so when they have a guest on, the guest kind of brings the film.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it taught me as a young person that women have needs and get to make their own decisions. It's a pretty important message there.
Absolutely.
It's not all about the man's neuroses.
No, and we had a very famous I'll Have What She's Having commercial here when I was a kid. So everybody knew, like I first saw that reference from the perspective of an ad, and my mum was like, well, you need to see where that's from.
Yeah.
And so we watched When Harry Met Sally.
Cool.
I love that film. It's like, it's an argument I have greatly, and my only problem with it is the messaging that men and women can't be friends.
Oh, yeah. That's demonstrably false.
I have a lot of
But
preference.
I would say it's hard if either of them are attracted to each other. But that's, yeah. I think the problem is Billy
disagree,
Crystal's
actually.
character was like into fucking everyone. So like whoever he could get, right, which would make that process more difficult.
This is my argument that you can get over that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you're both motivated enough, yeah, for sure.
Well, if the friendship is important enough,
yeah,
then you let it go. Or you accept the fact that, and maybe this is me, but I'm of the philosophy that I would very much lose interest if I found out. Like, I can think of friends of mine who there's been feelings either way, a conversation was had, and then you just either end the friendship or, because if it's not a two-way thing,
right.
you either end the friendship or you've got to get over your shit.
Yeah, so that thing where we can't, it's more like I don't want to try it because what if it goes bad and I feel like an asshole? Either way, that shakes out.
Oh, yeah, well, it can sometimes take a long time to kind of get the guts up to address it as well.
Yeah.
And the fear of rejection is real.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So I think that's something to factor in.
So that's When Harry Met Sally. He has a lot of great films, but Princess Bride obviously is top of my list. It's one of my top 5 films, up there with Wizard
mine
of
too.
Oz, and some others.
Oh, speaking of the Wizard of Oz, there's an amazing quote from Mandy Patinkin about this film and when he absolutely realized how special it was and how special it was going to be. He's like, I can't believe I get to be in the Wizard of Oz.
That's awesome.
So if he includes it in the same bracket as like iconic, we have to be careful because I've just seen Wicked for Good this week. So.
Oh yeah, we haven't covered that yet, so
Well, I got to wait till it comes out on streaming so
yeah.
I can like take notes and stuff.
We'll put a spoiler horn up if some secret slips. So don't worry, listener. You're safe
What
with
does
us.
Just having a look at Rob Reiner's filmography, and that's acting. He's in The Wolf of Wall Street, apparently.
Oh yeah, he's had some really great roles over the years in different things. Famously, Martin DeBurgi in This Is Spinal Tap.
Yes, and parodied massively on South Park for his anti-smoking campaigning. Is it anti-smoking?
That sounds right.
I'm just having a look on IMDb.
I haven't seen Sure Thing, but John Cusack and Daphne Zuniga, people say it's good.
Okay. Yeah, he's in a lot of things. That's interesting.
Yeah, he played Meathead in All in the Family.
He's done more acting than directing, really.
Yeah.
And this is all writing, producer. Oh, he produced The Bucket List. North. I loved that movie when I was a kid. IMDb is not very friendly for like narrowing down for someone who's done a lot of stuff across a lot of films.
Yeah.
It doesn't make reading the categories very easily. Found it. Here we go. what other stuff? Rumor Has It, which was the much maligned attempted sequel to The Graduate many years later.
Oh, my.
Jennifer Aniston. Yeah, he directed North, which I love, with your very young Elijah Wood in that.
Okay.
Misery. Oh, I didn't know he did Misery.
Oh, yeah, that's probably his most critically acclaimed work.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Oh, I think most beloved would have to be When Harry Met Sally, though, right?
Probably, yeah. I mean, I guess it depends on the demographic.
And whether you value, broad spread appreciation versus like critical success.
Right, yeah.
Oh, but I love The Princess Bride so much. I remember seeing it in the video shop and kind of passing it by because it was like much like the kid, like, oh, what's that about? The Princess Bride. Oh. And I very clearly remember my friend Renee and I hiring it and watching it and being in stitches through the whole thing, and to the point where we used to do this thing where we would reenact the giant hill scene because we both thought that was the funniest shit we'd ever seen.
Mm.
Like the fact that she throws herself down the hill after him without even attempting to run down it. And so we would go to the big hill in the playground at our school and we'd take it in turns being Wesley and Buttercup and then redoing that scene. Or we'd do it as we did backflips into the pool at summer. Like it was a whole thing.
That's great.
And from that moment on, I was like, this film is genius.
Yes.
So much more than just like a fairy tale romance.
Yeah. So thank you, Rob Reiner. In addition to all the other great people we'll talk about, Rob Reiner made this film happen. So thank you, Rob, wherever you are.
We had to interject what we originally had planned and do this.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
In much loved memory of Rob Reiner.
Yeah. And the other person that passed away recently was Amanda Bracci, Australian film director, video, TV, just an acclaimed, accomplished professional. We've covered a couple of her works, Lux and The Well from Doctor Who season 2 on Disney.
She's so good. And I love her more because she's a woman and she's Australian.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you gotta. International audience might not know all of her work, but you've recommended Gentleman Jack on more than one occasion.
Oh, yes. Gentleman Jack is awesome. I'm planning in my European holiday to go and visit a lot of the locations where the stuff in that show happened. Because it's historical. Big one for the lesbians and sapphic, lesbians, bisexuals. Like it's very big on women's.
Nice. So she did 2 episodes of that. I'm Not the Other Woman She Is, and A Lucky and Narrow Escape. Looks like she's done some production.
Oh, Renegade Nell is quite good. I quite enjoyed that. She did that. I think when we spoke about it last time, I was referring to I thought it was The Letdown she was in, but it's Lowdown, or did
Lowdown,
produce.
Yeah. Looks like she wrote or directed 16 episodes.
Oh, Squinters is very good. That's like a Australian short show that's got a lot of big famous names in it.
Cool.
But it's very funny. The reboot of Picnic, she's an episode of the reboot of Picnic at Hanging Rock. And she even did an episode of Neighbours. One out of the nearly 10,000 episodes of Neighbours.
Nice. Yeah, and the last thing she did is something called Riot Women.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I've not seen it all yet, but every single bit of the all the snippets I've seen of that look really good. It looks like a good time. I'm just waiting for it to turn up on something down here. So I think it's only available on BBC, and I would never.
Well, thank you, Amanda, for giving us some great work, and our heart goes out to you and your family and everybody that loves you.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Jessie has taken good notes for this one. I have some, but we're going to let Jessie lead the charge here. And I will just defer to your wisdom as we float through this episode.
I mean, if I'm going to do it for any episode, this is a good one because I know it so well. There's so many big, names that became big names in this as well that I think is such a good time. And who went on to do amazing, like Robin Wright Penn. This is her first film.
Wow, she's incredible.
Because she gets an introducing credit.
Yeah. And Rob Reiner got that performance out of her. Like, that's what tells me Reiner is one of the greats. Like, he gets excellent performances out of kids. Like, he sold us true love between two people that maybe had never even met.
Oh, they had a big crush on each other.
Oh, that helps.
Well, this is the theory. Like, I always think of, but I think Joey always had this thing on Friends where it's like, if there's real chemistry on stage, it means they're not fucking.
Yeah.
Although I don't think anything came of it, so maybe it was just like a crush.
Yeah.
Between Carrie Ells and Robin Wright. Before she married Sean Penn, like, that guy got her and Madonna.
I don't like that man.
No, but think, dude, punching above his weight for sure.
Yeah, so, he must put on a good show. He must come on.
I just assume he's funny.
But every time I've seen him in things, he just seems like in real life, he just seems like an uptight dickhead that doesn't have a sense of humor. So
I did enjoy the images of him who took it. Did he take his own chopper to get people out of the floodwaters of Hurricane Katrina?
I know he drove a powerboat for a while, rescuing people. I don't remember seeing him in a chopper, but who can say?
Yeah. No. Well, that's enough on Sean Penn.
Yeah. Robin Wright's fantastic. And, there's a lot of great people in here. I guess I'll pull up IMDb.
You talk about brilliant performances by children. They've got one of the most, iconic child actors in this.
Oh, yeah.
He's gone on to have quite a successful directing career himself, Fred Savage. Did a bunch of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia episodes.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I know you're not a fan of that show, but
I'm sure I'll get there someday.
Oh, it's so good. I love it.
Yeah, Mandy Patinkin went on to a cop show on CBS. The name of it's not coming to me at the moment.
Oh, is it Homeland?
No, it would have been one of those NCIS type shows. Criminal Minds. He was the boss in Criminal Minds.
I think he actually did a whole bunch of that kind of stuff, because I'm sure he did one of those political ones like Homeland or The West, or something like that, like something set in Washington.
Okay.
Yeah.
The American Revolution? The Good Fight? Homeland? Yep. 96
Homeland,
episodes
that was right.
of Homeland. Holy shit.
See?
You're on top of it.
My memory's good today. You know why. Have you read the book of The Princess Bride?
I just finished it, yeah.
I hear it's fantastic. I'm like, Will was recommending it on the pod.
Yeah. And like each edition he put out, he did more like fake meta stuff because it's supposedly a real story as abridged from a historical account.
Much like The Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah.
It's very... I just like that it's just layered upon layered of, like, trolling, basically.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think it's going to be worth investing in an actual hard copy instead of just getting it on my Kindle as well.
Yeah.
Other amazing performances in this. Andre the Giant. Like, he...
Absolute king.
Every story I've ever heard was a lovely, lovely man.
Yes.
But the disease he suffered from, they have a cure for it now.
Oh, wow.
Because the Big Show, Paul White, from The Wrestler, has the same thing. But they were able to, like, medicate him in his youth, and so he didn't die from it, because otherwise he would have died young like Andre, because it gets to the point where your heart can't support the massive body, because your body just doesn't stop growing.
Wow.
Yeah, it's because of my out of left field love of wrestling. I'm well informed on this. I had the biggest crush on Carrie Ells. Oh my God, so hot, so attractive, such a charmer.
Yeah.
And then I had to deal with like Twister and him being the bad guy.
Oh, wasn't he the bad guy in Saw as well?
Well, I haven't seen Saw.
Okay.
Not a horror girly. But it's the incredible that he can be so charming and likable in this.
Yeah.
And such a smug bastard in Twister. Because I love Twister. The new one is really good too. Hits all the beats you want it to.
Hell yeah.
The incredible Wallace Shawn as Vizzini.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, yes. The Grand Negus, of course.
I need to be more careful about watching this stuff while I'm also watching DS9 because of that. Like, it was one of the first times I'm just like, it's a Grand Negus. It's out in my brain. Incredible, like, guest spots as well.
He was the dinosaur in Toy Story.
Oh, of course he was.
Wasn't he was in My Dinner with Andre?
I've only seen the Community spoof of that.
Yeah, me too.
That's on there.
He was on The Cosby Show. There was a Matrix TV series? Whoa.
Oh, no.
Vanya on 42nd Street. A lot of Toy Story stuff. Murphy Brown, King of the Hill, Homicide, Life on the Street.
And, of course, Billy Crystal.
Yes.
Miracle Max, best cameo. So good.
So good. Yeah, and Carol Kane, of course, as his wife.
I had no major knowledge of her, really. But obviously knew who Billy Crystal was.
You got the Mowage guy, Peter Cook.
Mowage.
Peter Falk, obviously, is Columbo, as the grandfather. Christopher Guest, the Six-Fingered Man. We'd know him from This Is Spinal Tap, Waiting for Guffman, Best in Show, all those improv movies. Chris Sarandon, I believe, played a vampire in, was it The Burbs?
I don't know.
I want to say it was The Burbs, but don't quote me on that. Yeah, and Robin Wright, of course, was in Forrest Gump.
Danai. Gosh.
Forrest, run.
Generally accepted to be the villain of Forrest Gump.
She was just trying to live her life, you know?
Right? She didn't ask her best friend. This is my point. She didn't
She
ask him
wasn't put on
over there.
Earth to please Forrest or give him babies.
No, and she's the incredible Antiope in Wonder Woman.
Ah.
So one of the one of my favorite memes from around that time was like, we all grew up to see our princesses grow up to become generals. Between her and Carrie Fisher, who was apparently the original like vision that Rob Reiner had for Buttercup.
No shit. Well, that's fun.
I think it would have been very different. Maybe I would have liked the character more if it had been played by Carrie Fisher. Because I do believe Buttercup is insufferable.
You think so?
Oh, yes.
I guess we don't get enough of her just with normal people. She's usually dealing with the prince.
Oh, I have points. I have times and points where it's like, pull your finger out, girl. Like, is that an Aussieism?
I love it, whatever it is.
Pull your finger out means like, come on, put some effort in. Get on with it. So I think the implication is it's plugging something.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, no, I really don't like Buttercup as a character. I have many, many reasons why, as we will come to.
And last person we need to talk about is the writer, obviously, of the book, William Goldman, writer of the screenplay. We don't always get that. He did a bunch of great screenplays: Chaplin, Misery, Heat.
Oh, that is good. I liked
Marathon Man, All the President's Men, The Stepford Wives.
Oh, I liked that too.
Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. And yeah, part of the book was like lampooning the publishing industry and like the film industry. So he's a guy that knows how to have fun. And clearly he's a good writer because he wrote some of the all-time great lines from this film.
There are so many lines in this film. Like, I must be, speaking of being insufferable, I must be insufferable to watch this film with because I will just quote the thing along. Absolutely shocking, because the intonation that in word choices that some of these actors give in these lines make the lines so much more than what it could have been.
Yeah.
Where it could be just a little throwaway, nothing line. And because they put a specific intonation on it, I just find it really, it makes them some of the most quotable lines.
Anybody want a peanut?
Exactly.
Everybody move!
One of my favorite stories from this is that
Is this a kissing book?
Is this a kissing book?
Yeah, is this a kissing book? Ugh, they're kissing again. Oh, there's so many. Okay. I think there's a lot we can take from like this, as far as one of my biggest compliments to this film is the pacing.
Yeah, it just clips right along.
Every single scene is, I would say 98% of the scenes are absolutely necessary and are all engaging and important to the plot. But none of them feel like padding, none of them feel unnecessary, none of them feel excessively long or unnecessary. I'm looking at you, Willow.
God, Willow's never going to stop catching strays on this program.
Well, it's not Willow as a whole. I think we agree we can just cut that chunk out in the middle. And if that film was an hour shorter, it would probably be a much better film. And might have actually been successful.
And if we speak about the framing device of the book and of the film, of this kid and his grandfather, if this was a TV movie, these sections would drag it down so bad. right? Like the acting wouldn't be
Oh,
that great.
absolutely.
It'd be like, oh, they're back from commercials, so we got to like reset up what was happening in the last. But because it's a film and these moments are well directed and they fit seamlessly in and they serve a function, whether it's cutting the tension or skipping past a boring bit or a little meta joke about how we accept stories and how we relate to them.
And even like you can rewatch, like when he starts again and it's like, no, you've read that bit.
I read that part.
And with the voiceover as it kind of skips through up to where, like, much like it almost watches like you are reading it in those moments.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal. Like, just brilliant filmmaking.
What did you think about the set of his room, the decoration?
Oh, perfect. Look, no, I have one problem. This is the 80s. What kind of rich-ass kid had a second TV in the house in your bedroom?
The only kid I knew who had a second TV in his bedroom was my rich step cousin, Trevor, who had a TV and a Sega Genesis. I thought he was just like the world's happiest teenager.
Which they weren't called Genesis down here, fun fact. They were called Mega Drive.
Mega Drive. Oh.
Yeah, so to me, I didn't think I got a TV in my room until I was about 14, and the only reason I got that one was because I think my mum's boyfriend got sick of me being in the lounge room all the time. And so my mum's reason was she's like, if we gave you a TV in your room, you'd never come out of your room. I think she was severely underestimating the ADHD in her daughter.
Oh, yeah. You'll just get up and wander around regardless.
Yeah, and I've got to have someone to talk to about what I'm watching. I'm an only child here, you know.
Well, so this room is cluttered but not messy. Like it's not like they went classic trope kid is a total slob.
He's young enough that his mum would be cleaning his room for him still, I reckon.
Could be, yeah. It's eclectic, but nothing screams like that's the wrong era or like a kid that age wouldn't care about X, Y, or Z. It's also maybe December because there's a Santa tacked up on his wall there on one of the doors.
Oh, whereas it kind of looks like it's a sunny... I always got the impression it was like a sunny day outside, but you're right, there is a Santa. But who knows whether he just made that in school.
Could be.
A little Hanya mask behind him.
What's that called?
A Hanya mask? It's a Japanese thing. I'm assuming it looks a bit like a Hanya mask, but I could have just been watching too much Ink Master. It's common in Japanese tattooing.
Yeah, he's got football stuff. He's got a hardball. I had hardball on the Apple IIe.
Is that the game he's playing?
Yeah, mine was single color.
It's snowing outside, and there's snow on the roofs, on the trees outside, and there are Christmas lights on all the houses outside.
Perfect. Okay, so we have a
I've
timing.
never looked out the window before. And the mother's hair, how 80s. Like, if anything dates this film more than anything else, it's her haircut.
Yes, just like kind of a poof ball and then some stuff
where
in
it's
the
all
back.
short on top and then it's kind of got that long bit at the bottom. Looks terrible. I hated it then.
It's
kind of
awful.
hair.
What did you think of the matte painting, though, of the outside? Like, I thought it looked really real.
Well, that's the first time I've just looked at it.
Yeah, and as the camera turns, it's like on a dolly, I think. And so it's like the whole thing turns. It looks good.
Yeah, very much. Oh, and the gift. So his grandpa comes in, and the gift of the book is in Christmas wrapping. Jeff, we've just discovered something, and I am making this canon. Princess Bride, Christmas movie.
Now, some will suggest that a movie should have the Christmas spirit throughout it. Family, joy, all that stuff. This movie has that happening here with the kid and his grandfather, but it doesn't seem very present in the story itself.
I think it does. I think particularly chosen family, because that's really what they become by the end. There's also Christmas crackers. I didn't think after I've been misinformed, this conversation came up at Christmas this year that Americans don't do Christmas crackers, but I can clearly see some next to the snowman on the bench behind his bed.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. I can absolutely see 2 Christmas crackers there.
Interesting.
I've just never noticed this film was set at Christmas before, and I will now put this on my list of Christmas films. It's as much because I am of the Die Hard is a Christmas movie school.
Yep.
And if Die Hard the Christmas movie, then this is a Christmas movie.
Yeah. Now, if we talk about the original meaning of Christmas, a guy does come back from the dead in this one.
Guy does come back from the dead in this one.
As far as I know, nobody eats of his flesh or drinks of his blood, but
I think Count Rugen would have if he could have.
You're probably right, yeah. Yeah, we never see where all the life that gets sucked out of somebody goes. Like, do they bottle it?
One of my biggest issues with this film is the machine.
Where's all that juice go? Is he drinking it?
Oh, I like in my notes here about Robin Wright. I'm like, she has a bad record of mistreating men and things, Robin Wright.
You mean because she threw a guy down a cliff?
Well, that and she didn't wait for him.
Wasn't he dead for like 3 years or 2
5
years
years
or something?
5 years.
Yeah. Well, but she agreed to marry Humperdinck. In the book, I think she waited 2 years. And she told him, I don't love you. I will never.
Oh, she definitely told
else.
him. Yeah, she definitely told him she doesn't love him. But it's also implied she didn't have a choice. The law of the land gave Humperdinck the right to choose his bride.
In the book, it's explicit. Like, he was like, what else are you going to do? Die? Yeah.
Oh, it's explicit in the film, too.
Yeah.
Well, she potentially makes that choice, but we were getting ahead of ourselves.
That's right.
So,
I did
Peter
the
Falk's
painting.
So the grandfather walks in, iconic. Another Star Trek connection being Kate Mulgrew played Lady Colombo.
Lady Colombo, yes.
He's a bit obsessed with sports. Did you ever watch The Wonder Years? Was that how influential on you was that show?
I watched it a bit, but it wasn't must-see viewing for me.
Oh, it was on 6 p.m. on Channel 10 in the 90s when I was growing up. I loved it. But it was also one of those, I wasn't allowed to watch TV after a certain time, so I think it was the last show I was allowed to watch before Mum took over. Made me go eat dinner at the table.
I do remember his brother would keep stopping and starting the car so he couldn't get into it.
Fun fact, for another one for my wrestling fans out there, Eric Bischoff, who ran WCW at the height of the Monday Night Wars in the 90s, has a production company with the brother from the Wonder Years. And they get mentioned a lot in Eric Bischoff's book. So he was awful, the brother. Speaking of insufferable characters.
Oh, yeah. Massive dick.
But I also think I also blur him in with Buzz in Home Alone and the bigger brother in E.T. as well. They all kind of miasma into a single awful older brother trope. But yes. So he's promising us everything from this world, this movie, this book.
List. Do you have the list written down?
No, I don't have the list written down. I'm I did my notes before we knew I was going to I would have been more thorough.
Oh, that's fine. He says fencing, fighting, torture, revenge. Giants, monsters, chases, escapes, true love, miracles.
And all of it's in there.
I'll try and stay awake. Well, thank you very much. Very nice of you.
I'll try and stay awake.
Oh, well, thank you very much. Very nice of you. Your vote of confidence is overwhelming.
Is such a sarcastic little shit. I think one of the great performances in this is the way you see him with each of their scenes without, like, you see him slowly coming around.
Yeah.
I think he does that really well. Yeah, I'll try and stay awake.
Is this a kissing book?
Is this a kissing book?
Bit of sarcasm from the grandfather.
I love the flourish as he puts his glasses on.
Oh, yeah.
By S. Morgenstern.
Licking the thumb as he turns the page. Chapter 1.
So I was so immediately sucked in at this point that my notes vanish for like
mine get gappy as well.
30 minutes, some huge amount of time.
Oh, I remember watching this at certain points and being like, oh, now I've got to get through all them falling in love and blah, blah, blah before we get to all my favorite characters. And my favorite characters kick in at 8 minutes. This is what I mean about the pacing. See, she's such a shit here. Like, the things she's making Wesley's farm boy.
Farm boy, polish my horse's saddle. I want to see my face in it in the morning.
The little smug face she makes. Oh, it's absolutely terrible. Yeah, Buttercup is awful, awful, awful. Or when she, like, fetch me that picture. It's like, reach up and fetch it yourself, bitch. Your arms and legs aren't painted on. So she was always a bit like, oh, I'm superior because you are the fanboy.
I mean, literally, she was superior because of the class system.
Yeah, but not much.
Yeah.
And they might be tenant farmers anyway.
According to the book, they were very well off. They made really good wine, I believe.
And the little smug face when he says, as you wish for the first time, she's like, oh.
But when
She's
he reaches for the picture and she just stares at him the whole time.
No, I've got to use my favourite German phrase, Backpfeffenspeit. A face that is screaming out to be punched. The Germans have a word for everything. Remind me later and I'll send you the spelling.
A face that begs to be punched.
Yeah, Backpfeffenspeit.
So she realizes she loves him, and Fred Savage is here. What is this? Are you trying to trick me? Where's the sports? Is this a kissing book?
Is this a kissing book?
The way he looks at her.
Yes, it is young love all the way.
She's such a little shit. Not worthy of him. Although I do love all her costumes, which are consistently fantastic throughout this film. Even her farm girl fucking boring pre-princess outfit.
Mm-hmm.
I love those kind of like vesty with the undershirt. Oh, and he's so hot. I had such a crush on him. He's got that like 90, like that floppy. I was a teenage girl in the 90s, so like that floppy fringe situation. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All about the floppy fringe. We get this beautiful kissing scene where they kiss in front of the sun. And then the kid interrupts. Where's the sports? Is this a kissing book?
Is this a kissing book?
Is this a kissing book? Wait, just wait. When does it get good?
Yeah.
Keep your shirt on. Let me read.
It was a very emotional time for Buttercup.
Yes. I don't believe this.
She's sucking.
Oh.
And this is it. He promises her he will always come for her.
Hear this now. I will always come for you.
But how can you be sure?
This is true love. Think this happens every day?
And this is where we get like one of the first. Do you think this happens every day? And this is one of the. I have to pause here and say this is one of the things I love most about this film. Is unlike most fantasy, particularly fantasy of this era, it just has a modern tinge in the way they speak.
Yes.
And like faces they make, implications, intonations. Like it kind of reads like it's a modern. It's just in another world that we're not aware of, like a planet. Oh, fun fact, florin and guilder are units of currency in the Netherlands before the euro.
Oh.
So I was doing my Dutch lessons way back when, and they're like, oh, yes, well, it's the florin and it's the guilder. And I went, wait, what? Those are the lands in the Princess Bride? So, you know, as much as I love the European Union, they took that away from us.
That's true, yeah.
The euro is pretty handy.
5 years later, the main square of Florence City was full
Wait,
up of people.
Wesley didn't reach his destination. His ship was attacked by the dread pirate Roberts, and we get one of the best interruptions from the kid. Murdered by pirates is good.
Murdered by pirates is good.
Oh, Fred. Does the kid have a name in this?
No, he's called the grandson.
Yeah.
He's credited as the grandson in the credits. So 5 years later, the main square of Florence City, to hear the announcement, Great Prince and this would have been around the same time as like the not long after, a few years after Princess Diana and Charles's wedding, which just was it encapsulated like the obsession with royal weddings. I do love a royal wedding. I sat and watched all of them that have occurred in my lifetime. Speaking of insufferable as well, Humperdinck, we don't like him. He's awful.
Utter
smug.
Smug asshole, yes. A Smazzhole, if you will.
Indeed. And then we get another fabulous costume for Robin Wright. This beautiful pink dress with the gold.
Are those pearls? I believe there's pearls on her hat and around her neck.
Yes, and she's wearing. Oh, there are too, and she's wearing that beautiful, like kind of Tudor era cap situation.
Princess Buttercup.
Buttercup!
And then you know, quick change into her riding habit, and she's riding out. Because this is the day of their engagement.
Yes.
So while it says the only joy she got was from her daily ride, Humperdinck mentions that it's the day of their engagement. And here we go. At 7 minutes 52, we get the introduction of the three greatest characters in this film, if we're honest. Vicini, Inigo, and Fezzik. Brilliant. Pretending to be circus performers.
Yeah.
There's a rumor Danny DeVito was considered for this part. I think he would have been fantastic.
Oh, surely. So we get some exposition because apparently Vicini didn't prep his people very well. So he's telling them what he's up to now.
But he thinks so little of their intelligence.
Yeah, like he won't volunteer any information.
He's like, ugh, I'm above you.
You never said anything about killing anyone.
Yes, no, he didn't. And this establishes the character establishing in this with just such simple lines. Like, this is where we get that Fezzik and Inigo aren't really evil. They're just hired to do a job.
Yeah.
Vicini's the insults in this film as well are just phenomenal.
The sot has spoken. When I found you, you were so slobbering drunk you couldn't buy brandy. And you, friendless, brainless, Helpless. Hopeless.
Do you want me to send you back where you were? Unemployed in Greenland? So many real world locations get mentioned in this film as well. Greenland, Australia, Asia, Patagonia.
Uh-huh.
Another thing that kind of separates it from most fantasy of the era. And then we get the beautiful rhyming sequences between Inigo and Fezzik, which have no
sweet.
relevance other than just to entertain us. But I think that actually is part of establishing them as not villains.
Yeah.
And I love the bromance here, Inigo and Fezzik.
You have a wonderful gift for rhyme. Yes. Another time.
Some of the time.
Some other time. No more rhymes now. I mean it.
Anybody want a peanut? That I've seen on shirts. I have a "Hello, my name is" tag, and then it's got the Inigo Montoya, "He killed my father, prepared to die," but on a jumper.
That's fun.
And now it's night. They're at sea, and I think we get our first inconceivable here as well.
That would be inconceivable.
Yes.
And this is Buttercup being insufferable again. She's like, "The prince will see you all hanged." So just... Yeah, no, not a fan.
Do you think there's a better way for her to play this moment here?
No, my problem is how she's written.
Ah.
I think so much more is how she's written. And then we get a little rhyme from Vicini as well.
Probably some local fisherman out for a pleasure cruise on a dark night through eel-infested waters.
Brilliant. I only dog paddle. Such a good... Buttercup's thrown herself into the water, which is clearly a tank. Like, it's obviously
Oh, yeah. Well, I
a
mean,
tank for filming.
the maritime requirements for this maneuver, too, would require either wind in the sails, which we don't see, or rowing, like oars. And we never see anybody with any oars. But somehow they get the boat right next to her without her noticing. Just so we can get a bonk on her head from Fezzik.
Well, I mean, someone's got to rescue her from the shrieking eels.
Those are the shrieking eels. If you don't believe me, just wait. They always grow louder when they're about to feed on human flesh.
Specifically human flesh, not other flesh. And a sudden cut to the grandfather reassuring him.
I'm explaining
eels.
to you because you look nervous.
This is how the first tell we get that the kid is getting into it.
Maybe I was a little bit concerned.
But that's not the same thing. and he offers to stop. He's like, "No, you could read a bit more if you want to." And then we cut back from an early season, and he's correcting him on where he's up to, so we really can tell. Again,
Yep,
it's just
he's really
no
focused.
lines are wasted in this film. The way you can just, it established where we're at. He goes a little bit over it. She was frightened. The eel started to charge her. We got some quick cuts of what we've just seen, and Fezzik pulls her out of the water.
Yeah.
Oh, and she's lost her hat.
Yeah, no hat.
I suppose you think you're brave.
Only compared to some.
Such a bitch.
I'm sorry, I would be a bitch too. If I was kidnapped by
This
these
beautiful
dudes.
scenery with the beautiful sunrise behind them. And
See?
the boat is now.
The cliffs of insanity!
The cliffs of insanity!
Now I have to do a little, take a moment here, because my favorite thing to do, as you know, when I travel, is to go to filming locations. And I have been to the Cliffs of Insanity. They are the Cliffs of Moher, Mohr, in Ireland. Also, same location for filming the scene in one of the Harry Potter movies where Dumbledore takes a school-aged child to go rescued to go find a necklace in poisoned water. But that cave
Craziest decision maybe Dumbledore ever made.
I don't know, Dumbledore's made some... Yeah. I mean, leaving with the small baby with the abusive family. Dumbledore does make some terrible choices. Like, really does not care about Harry's well-being. Anyway, that was also filmed at the same place as the Cliffs of Insanity.
Yeah.
And as someone who's afraid of heights, they're terrifying because you drive up at the top, and so you're at the top looking down. And they are very tall and very high and very intense. If you're traveling, you want to go to a Princess Bride filming location, the Cliffs of Moher. Now, I'm not sure what the one they pull up against is the actual cliffs. This feels like we're back in a soundstage again. The rocks do look awfully fiberglassy. As they all strap themselves onto Fezzik, and he starts pulling them up the rope.
The pirate is super fast going up the rope. In just 5 years, he learned how to be a master rope climber.
He learned a lot of things.
Better than this guy.
And this is where we see Vizzini is not as smart as what he thinks he is, because Fezzik has better logic. He makes a lot of assumptions for someone so smart. That's why he keeps saying inconceivable.
Yeah.
And Fezzik's like, well, I've got 3 people. He's only got himself. But I feel bad for Fezzik because I feel like people have been telling him he's dumb his whole life.
Yes.
And so he doesn't believe in himself. And yeah, he is climbing up that rope awfully quickly. I think some of these wide shots are potentially the actual cliffs. Or they've like put them in the background. Which is pretty cool.
Oh, I have a note. I found a note here. The rope's a little limp as he's finishing his cut when it should have had 0 slack, right? Because the guy's hanging off it. And so my theory is that Wesley let go because he could feel
he has
the
to have.
strength of the rope changing. So he grabs the rock before the cut is done.
Bang on. That's always been my assumption as well. Like now where he's Vizzini starts cutting through the rope, we get the last cut to Wesley. Because he's, in the last clip we see of him, he's kind of just pulling up. He's not actually very close to the cliff to be holding onto it.
Yeah. So as they look over, there's this beautiful shot of clouds behind them. I assume another matte painting. But it's framed beautifully as they look over to check out his climbing.
Another one of my favorite lines. You keep using that word. I do not think it means what you think it means.
Yeah.
Oh, my friend did an excellent, my friend Scott did an excellent, I'll have to find it. It was like a gay rights thing. It's like, it was very good.
Okay, so Fezzik's been with him for a while, since at least from Greenland to here. He doesn't know what Gilder is? It's like the next country over, surely.
Well, it's across the sea. And back
barely.
in these days, it took them the whole day and night to get there.
Yeah, I guess they just never...
Because it was day when they get on the boat. They're there overnight on the boat. And then it's the next morning where they are climbing the cliffs. So it is a fair journey. And there wasn't as... this is all pre-internet, so there wasn't the global understanding of...
And if he doesn't
especially
read...
someone who's... I was about to say, I would say Fezzik is not that Fezzik's not smart, it's just he's probably uneducated.
Yeah. And rhyming you can do without being able to read.
Yeah, well, it's all sound-based.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're going into one of my favorite, one-to-one interactions. This is probably my favorite scene in the whole film.
You talking about the duel between Inigo and
even before he
Dread
gets
Pirate
to the
Roberts?
top of the cliff, the logic they throw at each other. Where he's like, I don't mean to be rude.
No good. I've known too many Spaniards.
Stop distracting me. I'd appreciate it if you just stop distracting me.
Look, I don't mean to be rude, but this is not as easy as it looks, so I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't distract me. Sorry. Thank you.
And he asked him to hurry up. Don't suppose you in such a hurry you could lower a rope.
Yeah, so in the book, it's almost exactly the same, but nothing about him being a Spaniard.
Is he not Spanish in the book?
He is, but I think they just wanted one extra joke before he does the I swear on the soul of my father.
We needed to be sure that Wesley wouldn't have taken it without that.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I do not think you'd accept my help, since I'm only waiting around to kill you. It does put a dampener on our relationship. This is another one of those beautiful, sassy modern lines.
So this might have just been in the book, but during the boat chase, he says he isn't gaining on us. He's just getting closer is all.
Yes.
That's funny.
And then he swears, like, on the instant, and there's instant trust. Instant.
Yeah, he helps him up by hand, and then...
It's like a very mutual understanding of, like, oh, I've sworn on my father, like, throw me the rope.
Do you have 6 fingers on your right hand? Do you always begin conversations this way?
What makes this the back and forth, both verbally and physically? Like, when Wesley says, throw me the rope, I get goosebumps.
Yes.
Yeah, my note here actually says, not a wasted word in this entire film.
Mm.
So, I mean, this is my favorite scene, and it gets even mentioned in other things, like the Ted Lasso dart scene. I am not left-handed. That thing, it's just like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's word for word from the book. It's good shit.
And I like, because he asked a question about being a six-fingered man. And it then perfectly gives him the opportunity to get Inigo's backstory.
Yeah.
Which becomes so important later. So what I mean is not a wasted word in this film. Stuff that feels like a throwaway remark is actually super relevant. And there's so many little ones, like little, if you know, you know, which makes the rewatch on this excellent as well.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. He talks about his scars. He says, the 6-fingered man left me alive, but he gave me these. And then he talks about his plan, what he's going to say to the guy when he gets there to fight him.
He was 11 years old.
You've done nothing but study swordplay. And this brings us to a discussion of how long does it take to get good at something. Because this guy, as he says, he more pursued it than studied it lately.
He said recently.
Right. He kind of fell off training regimen when he became a sloppy drunk. Compared to the Dread Pirate Roberts, who presumably has been murdering people by hand for 5 years or 4 years, however long he was frontlining the Roberts game. So maybe
he's got 3 Dread Pirate Roberts' worth of knowledge.
Yes. Oh, also was trained, by better teachers, presumably, than just whatever training Montoya took. In the books, it describes him like meeting other masters all over the world, which makes Roberts' achievement even more impressive, I think.
Yeah, you don't, like, if you're bored on a pirate ship, there's a lot of time to train.
Yes.
I love that line. You seem a decent fellow. I hate to kill you. You seem a decent fellow. I hate to die.
Yeah, Wesley's not all about bravado, which I enjoy.
Oh, yeah. All of the different styles of fencing study Like, you're using Benetti's defense against me, huh?
Uh-huh.
All of the ones mentioned are real fencing schools.
Yes, absolutely.
And I like that he picked it based on the terrain. But then if he, like, this is how we know that Wesley really knows his shit as well, because he knows the names of all these different fencing styles.
Mm-hmm.
And I also imagine everyone on the pirate ship Revenge is quite good with the sword.
I mean, they use it more than most, presumably.
Exactly.
Inigo's trying to find out who he is, I presumably in sort of like a kung fu, what's your school sort of way. But I think for Wesley, he doesn't want the Dread Pirate Roberts associated with this rescue for some reason.
No, but because it's him doing, because it's not the Dread Pirate Roberts doing it, it's Wesley.
Interesting.
And he's obviously planning that once he's got Buttercup back, he needs to
Assign his replacement.
he'll no longer be the Dread Pirate Roberts. So I understand. Get used to disappointment. There's another great meme that has each of the Hogwarts houses as defined by a line in The Princess Bride. I think my favorite is the Slytherin one. Life is pain, highness. Anyone who says different is selling something.
Nice.
And I do love how he's got his, like, hand on his hip. And I think they did actually do quite a bit of study, the actors, to kind of pull this off.
Yeah, he flings his sword away. Guy gets it back. They fight a little bit more, and then it's clear that Inigo is just gassed and starts making big, wild swings.
Yeah, very flustered. After he does the flipping things and stuff, he really starts to lose it, because so much of it is concentration. Like, when you are equally matched in a sword fight, I've read enough fantasy books to know this. Your only option is to wait for hope the other guy tires quicker than you are.
Yeah.
And makes a mistake.
Fascinating. So yeah, he grabs his scabbard and he runs away, having left Montoya passed out.
So cut back to Vicini, Buttercup, and Fezzik. Vicini tells him to hide behind the rock when the man in black turns up.
What is my
Pick up the rock.
Wait till his head is in view, and then hit it with the rock.
My way's not very sportsmanlike. And another point where you can be like clearly Fezzik has morals and beliefs, and his, I think we're seeing more of why Vincini would have lied to them about the mission.
Yeah, they have untidy consciences.
Because I don't think either of them would have gone on with it. Yeah, we need it established that these two are not bad men.
Yeah. Fezzik says, "Hey, let's put our weapons down and hand-to-hand fight."
He's like, "I think you've got an advantage there."
I can kill you now. And he's like, "But you're so strong." And he's like, "I don't even exercise."
It's not my fault for being the biggest and the strongest. I can see that from Andre.
I like how he lets him squeeze him for a while.
Yeah, he wants him to do... He's like, I want you to feel like you're doing well.
I hate for people to die embarrassed.
He's such a nice guy. He's a genuine gentle giant. And then somehow, Wesley figures it out.
Yeah.
I like, and this is a moment where it predicts the future.
Soon everybody will be wearing masks.
Yeah, soon everybody will be wearing them in the future.
I haven't fought just one person in so long. I've been specializing in groups. battling gangs for local charities, that kind of thing.
Absolutely. And we see that come about again in Brute Squad clearing the forest later. Again, not a wasted line.
Yes. I do not envy you the headache you will have when you awake.
Sleep well and dream of large women.
In the meantime, rest well and dream of large women.
He chokes him out.
So cute.
Like another little moment where we see him check that he's alive.
And now we get the prince in his element. It's Prince Humperdinck out and about.
There's an interesting observation I've come to here, which is you can see that Rugen has 6 fingers from this scene. And they're very careful to kind of keep it out of shot and not make it obvious. There is one moment here where you can see his glove has 6 fingers.
Wow.
When he's talking to Humperdinck. Like it's mostly hidden, like it's behind the horse's head here. But then when it closes up on him, you do see that there's an extra finger on the glove. Because he's holding the rein between his little finger and his ring finger.
Yeah.
And there are another 5 fingers afterwards.
Wild.
And this is all Humperdinck just acting, because he's like, clearly this was Warriors of Gilda.
My question is, how did he get here so damn fast? They would have had, as soon as Buttercup left, they would have had to get in boats, get horses, the whole 9 yards.
They knew what was happening. Well, Humperdinck knew what was happening.
Amazing.
So he would have been prepared in some way.
So they loaded horses onto a ship, parked near the Cliffs of Insanity. Presumably they didn't climb them themselves, and then rode hard across the land.
Well, how did they? No, I think they came through another way, because how did they get the horses up the cliff?
They had to go another way, because otherwise we would have known. We would have seen a bunch of ropes and shit. But they had horses.
Yeah, well, they would have needed to somehow.
And next is just one of the great scenes in cinema.
Oh, phenomenal.
Vicini camped out, having a little lunch with Buttercup.
Yeah, he's there just having lunch. Like, it's obviously taken a while for Wesley to fight the others and get after them. Now, I did think here when Wesley pulls out the iocane and hands it to Vicini and says, inhale but don't touch. Is he just poisoning him then? And maybe he doesn't poison either of the drinks.
I would imagine that there's an optimal grain width for iocane powder, so it's easy to pour.
It's just a really clear, he sniffs it like it's Coke.
Yeah, and I know when you sniff things, you get a tiny amount of them. So depending on how potent it is.
We do see Humperdinck sniff the vial, but when Humperdinck does it, he wafts it under his nose. He doesn't do the way Vincini does. So
yes.
I reckon I do think maybe the whole thing about building up the immunity was actually just because he got him to sniff it early in it. So he was already poisoned. He's already poisoned through the whole thing.
I love that.
Find out who is right and who is dead. And then we get this snapshot of Vincini's logic and the way he sounds it all out.
All I have to do is divine from what I know of you. Are you the sort of man who would put the poison into his own goblet or his enemies? Now a clever man would put the poison into his own goblet because he knew that blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. But I love when he starts going into the history of iocane. And Australia is entirely peopled with criminals.
Wait till I get going.
Truly, you have it dizzying into the, feeds the ego a little bit. Australia. As an Australian, I've never heard of iocane outside of this film.
He does the look over there trick.
I don't understand the point of it, though. Is it just to make him feel like he wants Wesley to feel like he's won so he can be like, ha ha ha, you were wrong?
Yeah, I
Because
think
the switching
his idea
wouldn't
was
change.
if he tricks Wesley, then he'll be able to sense some
But he's already drunk at that
micro-expression
point.
or whatever.
He's already drunk at that point.
Oh. Well, he does wait quite a while, at least, until Wesley's right about to drink.
No, I just think Vincini likes people to feel dumb.
He does wait until Wesley tilts it. But we can't confirm by jaw position or whatever Wesley actually drank anything.
I'm not even, yeah, as I said, I'm not convinced there was even poison in the goblets.
Wow, I love this. Aerosol iocane powder.
That's what's so funny. I switched glasses while your back was turned.
You fell victim to one of the classic blunders. The most famous is never get involved in a land war in Asia, but only slightly less well known is this: never go in against a Sicilian when death is on the line.
The most famous being never get involved in a land war in Asia, which is solid advice. That is a blunder.
Oh.
Ask Nicholas II.
Definitely.
Tsar Nicholas II found that one out the hard way. And then Vincini topples over dead.
Just a great death.
And he's so gentle with the way he takes her mask off.
Oh, he loves her so much.
But at the moment, he's heartbroken because he thinks she's fallen in love with the prince.
Yeah. He is a little toxic about it.
So she.
With respect to what?
Like, she's just... Ugh.
Chucking a man down a cliff? I mean, he did murder her beloved. So she thinks.
So she thinks indeed. But he's also just saved her life.
So my note here was inspired by once we find out that he's the Dread Pirate Roberts. This motherfucker he's got probably 100 people that might be trying to get vengeance against him. You know what I mean? Like, he's worse than the guys he's up against, in a sense. Worse than Colonel Rodrigo or Count Rugo. Count Rugen.
No, he's not. Count Rugen is truly villainous. But he's also a man of science, and I'll come to that later when we get to the machine.
Yes. Someone has bested a giant.
Now, I didn't like where he pretends to hit her. It was a warning, Highness. Next time a hand flies on its own. Where I come from, there are penalties when a woman lies. But not when a man lies?
No, it's toxic. He can track a falcon on a cloudy day. He can find you.
Yeah, this is what we do get.
Dearest love will save you.
Oh,
He said he was my dearest.
You're a bit behind me.
And yes, he will save me. Oh, yeah. And there are the princess's footprints. She is alive, or was, an hour ago.
If she is otherwise when I find her, I shall be very put out.
Yeah, because he just wants to start a war. Like, personification of toxic masculinity. He just wants to start a war. And she's like, you killed my love. I did like her, angry and upset. And it's like, it's possible. I kill a lot of people.
A farm boy. Poor and perfect.
This is where he's trying to find out if she still loves him or not.
Now, oddly, his eyes were like the sea before a storm in the book.
As she's looking in his eyes.
Because she thinks she's looking at the guy that murdered her love.
Yeah, well, if it's, she doesn't recognize him. Like,
if he doesn't kill people, his boys will start to complain, and it's work all the time.
Life is pain, Highness. Anyone who says different is selling something.
Life is pain, Highness. Anyone who says differently is selling something.
Yes.
She starts to like drip feed little hints that he might be Wesley.
I remember this farm boy of yours.
Nothing you can say will upset.
That would be what, 5 years ago?
Ugh. And this is where we get the background story of what happened to Wesley, but we don't know we're hearing it yet.
You mocked me once. Never do it again. I died that day.
And you can die too, for all I care. And he goes down the hill. And she just throws herself after him. It's ridiculous. She's so stupid.
Oh, my sweet Wesley, what have I done? Blump, blump, blump.
No. We see Humperdinck and Co appear on the ridge. She pushed him down the hill. Oh, I love this. Like the amount of time we get of them falling down the hill is mwah.
Yes, it's almost
She just
Mel
throws
Brooksian.
herself off the edge. She could have at least attempted to, or slid down. Like, there are a lot of different ways she could have gone down that hill. That would have been like, any of them could have hit their head on a rock at any point and died.
Yeah.
And I like how her skirt, like, pulls up behind her under her head, so, she's bare-assed on the grass. Because they didn't wear underwear in those kind of... Women didn't wear underwear. Underwear wasn't a thing.
I see.
Comes up in Outlander a lot. And now her skirt is no longer behind her head.
I like that he checks to make sure her spine's okay before he hugs her. Very smart.
He's a sensible man who's been clearly well educated.
Death cannot stop true love. All it can do is delay it for a while.
Which is foreboding.
I will never doubt again. There will never be a need.
You're a liar, Wesley. You're a liar.
Oh, no, please.
But he's lying. He says there will never be a need, and then almost immediately there is a need. And she does that again because she goes to kill herself later. Spoilers.
They're kissing again.
Yeah, and now he's like eating his lunch. The mum must have come in with a sandwich at some point. He's like, skip onto the fire swamp. That sounded good.
You're sick. I'll humor you. So now where were we here?
They raced along the ravine floor.
Wesley and Buttercup raced along the ravine floor.
He calls him a pig fiance.
Good thing they don't have archers with them.
Yeah, there's a decided lack of archery in this, isn't there?
I guess they have crossbowmen. They could have taken a shot, but...
No, not at that distance, not with a crossbow.
Yeah.
Crossbows is a short-range weapon.
Yeah.
And then the fire swamp. The fire swamp is so cool.
So, and here we get to like a trope I like to think of as we trust each other. Like, immediately, they're not fighting. They're not, like, trying to impress each other. They're just locked in.
Well, they've known each other since they were young.
Yeah.
There's
and
no
so
need
even though
to.
she's annoyed by him, she doesn't make a thing out of it because she's just happy to have him.
Now, this is where I think Buttercup hits almost peak uselessness.
Oh, you think?
Oh, I have points.
The look on her face when he says it's not that bad is priceless.
I love on the captions here where it says, it doesn't just say popping noise, it says ominous popping before the fire spurt. I just enjoy that. Again, she just screams, does nothing. He's like, I'm fine. He's looking so hot with his moustache and his hair and his little ponytail with just like the little bits flipping out the sides. Mm-hmm.
Well, no, that was an adventure. Singed a bit, were you?
Oh.
Yeah.
Now, the lightning sound stresses me out because it's like suffocation by sand is...
Not okay.
I used to always hold my breath for the length they were under to see if it was possible.
That's cool.
I used to be able to do it then, but I was a swimmer, so I'm not sure my lung capacity is as good these days after smoking for years.
Mm.
And now we get the rest of the background of what was going on and
Right.
how Wesley is the Dread Pirate Roberts. He's never had a valet.
Yep. Sleep well. I'll most likely kill you in the morning.
Valet's an interesting one, like because you guys say valet like the French, which is it's one of the few times Americans get the pronunciation of something right over the English. Because in England, yeah, like all of Downton Abbey, it's all valet. I used to think of it as valet, and then probably because of this, and I've watched so much Downton Abbey now that my brain has actually changed the pronunciation in my head. Also, I'm of English heritage, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
And now he's just carrying her through. She can't even fucking walk. Like, he's just fallen down a hill and climbed up a rope and chased her for days.
But he's an expert. She's not an adventurer.
She can be an expert in not tripping over shit. Watch your feet, bitch. Lift your skirt. Tuck your skirt up into your belt. That is how women in long skirts did things in those days.
I think we have a possible title for the episode. Watch your feet, bitch.
Yeah. Speaking of, as she falls into the lightning sand, she's not good at the watching of her feet.
No, absolutely not. So he cuts a vine and he leaps in, pulls her out, just some fucking Brendan Fraser and Mummy shit right here.
Yeah, and we get we get an RUS kind of wander past, aka the dogs from Willow.
He gets a good long look at it and still later tells her he doesn't think
It gaslights her.
What is he doing?
He's probably trying, so she's not afraid. But when they come out and I can see the sand on their faces and shit, and they take a deep breath, it just makes my skin crawl, because that is my worst. You know, like most kids my age, I grew up thinking quicksand was going to be way big of a problem in my life than...
Yeah, that shit's
That being
everywhere.
said, I have been stuck in the mud in Scotland, and I thought I was going to lose my boots to that. That was scary.
That's not good. Yeah, so this is my favorite line in any movie, I think.
Rodents of unusual size? I don't think they exist.
Yeah.
Got this fucking kick-ass fight. She eventually gets a stick and pokes at it.
This is peak. This is where Buttercup is so useless. Like, she doesn't deserve Wesley, is what I've written in my notes. Buttercup doesn't deserve Wesley. She was useless in the RUS situation and the fire swamp in general.
Oh, the sounds the ROUS makes are really hard to listen to.
I can't remember what they used for that sound. I usually know these kind of things, like the T-Rex in Jurassic Park uses koalas mating, and yes, they sound that awful. It's horrific. It's horrific. I will find you some koala videos, because I've ranted at length to you before about how evil koalas are, and drop bears are real.
Well,
see,
the death of that rodent, really well done.
She does
the
nothing.
Twitching. What can she do, honestly?
She could grab a stick.
She grabbed a stick. She poked it.
Not for ages. Like, it starts running at her, and she just screams, doesn't even run, stands perfectly still and goes, Wesley! She grabs a stick, doesn't even use it to hit him, just kind of pokes at it when it's got on her skirt. Again, no helping, no nothing. She gets, maybe one good whack on its head, which doesn't do much, and then it bites him.
Yeah.
And he's screaming in pain again, and she's just standing there fucking useless. She could have caught her stick on fire, heard the popping, got her stick on fire, and she could have picked up Wesley's sword. She picks up a
She
stick.
definitely could have picked up Wesley's sword. Absolutely.
She's fucking useless. I'm sorry.
She has zero training. We have to remember.
Bullshit. She grew up on a farm.
But she's an upper class lady. She had like her dad or her farm boy to fight the coyotes or whatever. Like,
Nah, bullshit. This is patriarchy. I think women especially if you've ever met a farmer's wife or someone who grew up on a farm, they are hard ass.
Yeah. Okay.
And tough. You have to be on a farm.
So this is William Goldman's mistake then, because it was like that in the book as well.
You mean Goldman's misogyny?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, it makes me like, this is my only problem with this film. There is basically one female character of substance, and she's fucking useless through the whole thing. It just drives me mad. I mean, I was always.
I mean, she's ready to kill herself.
And then that's weak. No, fuck off. Shouldn't do it. And then she surrenders immediately. Doesn't even give Wesley a chance to do anything. It's like, well, you promised not to hurt him.
She doesn't surrender until crossbowmen pop out from behind the trees. Then I think it's pretty obvious that that's a wrap. Like, she wants Wesley to live.
No, she's so willing to just give up. It's weak.
Yeah.
And it's also brave of her to assume that Humperdinck's telling the truth.
Yeah, it tells me that Humperdinck has really sold himself well and not betrayed how much of a POS he is. Whereas in the book, the first interaction is, why are you saying no to me? Like, I could kill you.
Ugh.
So that's not great.
Here comes the Gryffindor line. We are men of action. Lies do not become us.
Yes.
We are men of action. Lies do not become us.
Well spoken, sir.
And then we notice that Rugen has 6 fingers.
That's right.
You have 6 fingers on your right hand. Someone is looking for you. And then he does exactly what Wesley had done to Inigo, ironically. Now, the albino has such bad cold sores, it's gross.
It's pretty rough.
Like,
yeah.
someone get that man some Zavirax.
Mm-hmm. So this is a good dungeon set. It's kind of a sort of a mix between Frankenstein's lab and like a D&D dungeon.
I think this is also one of the only scenes that is longer than it needs to be. Because it's very, like, I just don't think it's absolutely necessary. I feel like we could have done it in about half the time.
The pit of despair. Don't even think of...
Don't even think about trying to escape. Chains are far too thick.
And he's already, like, you don't even see Wesley, like, testing the chains to see if they are as strong as... He just believes him.
Yeah.
And this whole thing about, like, healing someone before you torture them is actually super common.
Oh, yeah. It's a huge part of any torture department.
Even also execution as well. Like, they need to be of sound mind and body if you're going to kill them, right?
Yeah. If you want to know more about a torturer / executioner, read Gene Wolfe's.
I don't.
What's that thing called? Book of the New Sun?
Oh, actually, I have a recommend. The Joe Abercrombie books as well. There's a torturer in that who is a fascinating character. I think the first one's called The Blade Itself. I actually kind of dropped out of those books halfway through. Like, I can recognize them as very well written. It's just the content, I'm not into the more dark. I like my fantasy to be escapist.
Yeah, Gene Wolfe can get pretty dark and bleak at times, but there's always comedy and like goofy stuff happening here and there.
Yeah,
So.
the first Law trilogy, that's the ones I'm thinking of, and they've got an amazing character in there who is a deformed torturer. And you get two different voices. So you get most of his chapters are written from his own internal monologue, but he's so deformed because he used to be the greatest warrior in all the world and was well known, and then he was captured and tortured, losing all his teeth, making him deformed to the pain, basically. And he then comes back, and once he escapes or is rescued or something, he becomes the king's chief torturer because the king's like, well, I need to reward you because you've suffered all this torture and held on to the secrets. You're so deformed, no one wants to look at you. Whereas he used to be like the charming knight who was, the Lancelot of it all.
Yes.
And so it's you get, and I hear on the audiobooks as well, his internal monologue is in one voice. And then because of all his missing teeth and deformed face and stuff, he's like, when he speaks out loud. And it's very interestingly done in the audiobook, according to my friend Rob. But the character itself is, I would have enjoyed that. It just was a bit, just too much for me. Sandan Glotka, that's his character name. He's great.
So I think we can leave Wesley in the pit of despair.
Yes, because Humperdinck and Rugen are now talking about...
They're going to mess him up.
Well, they're talking about how upset poor Buttercup is, and Humperdinck just goes, it's my father's failing health, sure. Not the fact that her love has not come for her yet.
She's been like that ever since the fire swamp.
And Rugen's like, oh, of course, that's all it is. Yeah.
These smarmy motherfuckers.
Now, I like this bit where the narrative tricks us, and it tricks the grandson as well. My father's final words were, and the grandson cracks the shits.
Now, we're going to pause here and come back in a week or so to do part 2.
Okay, fair.
If you don't mind. I got to go get a taco. So we'll shut it down and come back for the back half of The Princess Bride. Is there anything you want to say before we close up for the day?
No, I think I mean, I do like that we did a 23-minute episode of The Good Place in a longer amount of time than we've done 53 minutes of this movie. I think we've stayed on topic, though.
Yes. No, maybe you're a better host than I.
Yeah, I keep directing it back.
I did miss this note. The music swell as they climb up out of the lightning sand was really great. I've listened to this soundtrack quite a bit since watching it again. And also, those rodent wounds.
They look like burns, don't they?
They would mess you up in real life, real bad.
That would get infected and you'd die in 2 days from streptococcal something. I've the scene we've just had. My notes were Humperdinck is toxic masculinity personified, and Rugen is just Smee with a torture kink.
And who is Smee again?
Captain Hook, little offsider buddy. He's just Smee with a torture kink. But I think it's this is one of my all-time favorite films. I absolutely adore it. I did think of something I was going to say, and then it's just gone out my window. Gone out my head. All good. What were you saying?
Oh, I was just picking up any loose notes.
And I think I got through most of mine.
Yeah, the next one is Life Isn't Always Fair, which is what the grandpa says when the kid is complaining about the time jump.
Or
Which
what he
turns out to
thinks
be a
is a
dream.
time jump. Yeah. So we get a little bit of
yes, you're very smart.
unreliable narration, which I don't mind a little bit of to kind of, surely this was I think this film makes me doubt things that I'm watching more than anything else, just because I'm like, nah, this has got to be a dream.
Oh, I like that. Well, I mean, like Doctor Who, the theory that like it's all based on journals that he leaves with various writers.
I believe that. I believe that.
And that's why it makes him look so badass all the time.
Yeah, but I also believe that the Doctor is real.
Okay, I like it.
Now, the Doctor is real, has a contact at the BBC, and, you know, maybe this is all a setup. Remember that episode where they, like the last, is it where they all have to think of the Doctor at the same time? Maybe that's the whole purpose. Because especially with the Christmas specials.
Yeah.
I've been so sad I've had no Christmas special to watch.
Oh, it sucks, man. We need our Doctor Who.
Now it's under a year. We've got less than a year until the next episode of Doctor Who.
Jesus.
We honestly put up, I don't know how we've been putting up with this for 60 years as a fandom. Like, the actual torture of it all. I guess I lived through the wilderness years, so I'm like, all right.
Yeah, just waiting for new content wherever it comes from.
Well, I thought that we were entering the new, I've said this before on the pod, but I thought we were entering the new wilderness years. Because there's just been no understanding of where it is. Okay.
All right.
So do we want to do recommendations?
We could. Yeah. I just recommended Kill James Bond, which is a fun sort of a dude cinema by some trans folks. They've moved on from Bond to all sorts of other stuff over the years. And King Me. King Me's covering the new It series, Welcome to Derry, so I decided to give it a try, and it is pretty much as corny as they think it is. So it's nice to be able to like watch along with somebody that's like, it's one of those shows that does some things so well that you're like, why isn't the entire show like this?
Sometimes I think when you're not enjoying something, having like a podcast to listen to that is also feels the same way, because like I'm so addicted to Sex and the City that I had to see and just like that all the way through.
Yes.
But my greatest joy was listening to other fans of the show podcast about how bullshit it was. So I had to watch the show in order to enjoy all of those podcasts.
Right, yeah. Yeah.
I would recommend this book I found, and Josh just got a copy, so I like it.
Oh, yes.
She's fantastical. The first anthology of Australians' women's speculative fiction, magical realism, and fantasy. It is amazing. Cool. For a book I found randomly in a thrift shop, like it's overwhelmingly good. There's one or two of the story writers or authors I knew from mostly Australian YA fiction, to be fair, which I love a bit of YA fiction. This book is not young adult. There are some very grown-up words and concepts in there, but it is phenomenal. So it's by Sibylla Press, which is a feminist. So Sibylla Feminist Press was established, small printery, and run, and is now an independent publisher. Well, it was in 96 when this book was published anyway. But it's kind of a collective, which I like that.
That's cool.
Aims to expand and enhance Australian women's creative opportunities by fostering new writers, by publishing work which challenges mainstream genres, Sibylla's publishing program focuses on work that is innovative in style and content, which approaches its subject from multiple feminist perspectives. I love this book so much that I have gone and post-it note marked my favorite stories so I can easily go back to them.
Yeah, I think we might have to cover at least one of them. I got the
Happily.
book, so it's I can't wait to dig into that.
It took me such a long time to finish this book because every time I finished one of the short stories, one of the great things about the format of a short story kind of has to have a punchy or a twist or something at the end that really makes you go woof.
Yeah.
I have a collection of Roald Dahl's short stories. Have you read any of his adult content?
No.
Oof. Talk about dark. For a man that writes is so well known for children's fiction, he can write a dark short story. Like he writes some adult content of his is like my ex-partner who did a writing course, creative writing course, and has like creative writing groups and stuff. He got me into reading like adult Roald Dahl content because it is. Shout out to Jock. No, it's very dark. It's very good. Very well written. Some of them you just like. Ugh. So if you want to just sit down and read something back to back, short stories aren't the way to go. But if you want to be continuously impacted, finding a good short story anthology is.
Hell yeah.
It's a completely different narrative to. You've got to pull people in quickly, and you've got to leave them feeling satisfied. I wouldn't say all the ones in this, considering some of them go back to the 1800s. I think that's fair. But yeah, this book, for something I found in an off shop, and I only picked it up because it literally said speculative fiction, and I'm like, well, as a co-host of a speculative fiction podcast, I should really read this book, and a feminist and an Australian. Yeah. So I'm really looking forward to what Jeff thinks of the book.
Yes.
Maybe you'll have read some of them on the because we'd probably need to do them as like flashcasts. We could cover it in under an hour because they're short stories.
Yeah, of course.
But we could even bank a couple, and anyway, we won't have an admin meeting on air.
Would we ever? Never. You can enjoy all sorts of other content here on the show. The most recent Star Trek episode I dropped is We'll Always Have Paris, in which Picard remembers an old love and some other stuff happens. Let's see what else. We've got so many things on deck, but then all the stuff that we've done already. I also do Omniversal Escapades, which is a actual play show. We play different gaming systems. Right now we're playing Dungeons and Dragons. And that's over at twitch.tv/Omniversal Escapades. Every other Sunday at 6:30 Pacific, you can watch us do them live. And then they're all archived over at youtube.com/Omniversal Escapades. And I also do Shattered Worlds RPG. We're just wrapping up season 6. And we'll be starting season 7 around March, I think, of next year. We're doing recap episodes until then. And if you want to reach us,
you can find me at Cosmic Cowgirl, KOSMIC Cowgirl, on most of the things. Most frequently, probably on Blue Sky. Being a little bit more on Instagram, but that's mostly scrolling on my part.
Yeah, you can find me everywhere at El Jefe Tacoma. I think that'll do it. So as far as a quote, there are too many to choose from.
I mean, inconceivable is like without anybody want a peanut. Saved by Bot.
My favorite scene is the one from this section is the one on the cliff where he says he's having that sort of quasi fight with her. There's some good stuff in there. I died that day.
Well, life is pain, Highness. Anyone who says otherwise is selling something. For me, my favorite scene is I think with the best lines is the sword fight.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes.
Or we could just go with something peaceful for this time of year. Rest well and dream of large women.
Oh, that is pretty good.
Yeah. Is this a kissing book?
I've certainly said that one the most this time.
No.
I think, yeah.
Just watch your feet, bitch, you know. And
I'll just clip out that quote of you saying that, and I'll put that at the end right here. All right, folks. Thank you. Thank you, Jessie.
My pleasure.
And good night.
Bye. Watch your feet, bitch.
A huge thanks to James Lark of jameslark.co.uk for providing our wonderful theme song. Thank you, James.
Is this a kissing book?
Wait, just wait.
Rodents of unusual size? I don't think they exist.
That will be quite enough of that, thank you.